Hello and welcome to Enjoy English School. I'm Stevie.
I'm Betty.
Today we're looking at our World in Pictures lesson, which means if you get the CD, the DVD, the videos, or the magazine, all of it, you get to learn a lot of great vocabulary with pictures.
有图的.
Yeah, and of course we're going to be talking about a fun dialogue. And our topic today is a visit to the Insect Ecology Center. So an Insect Ecology Center. I don't think I've ever been to one.
我觉得你要去，因为台湾昆虫很多，所以昆虫这种 ecology center 很多，然后都很好玩，你可以跟它互动，抓蝴蝶啊什么的。
Really?
Huh.
I've seen, like butterfly exhibition, but I've never been to the Insect Ecology Center.
对，就是昆虫生态馆。我们今天要讲就是昆虫生态馆的参观记。
All right. So we have a dialogue today about visiting this, and we've got Jeff and Lucy. Let's take a look.
A visit to the Insect Ecology Center. Jeff and Lucy are visiting an insect ecology center to discover more about the wonders of nature.
Wow, look at all these insects in the display cases.
Cool! This butterfly collection is amazing.
It's hard to believe they all started out as tiny caterpillars.
I know! Nature is truly incredible. I'm going to the dragonfly section over there. Did you know they can fly in all directions, even backward?
Really? I had no idea. Hey, check out the size of this moth. Can you imagine that thing flying at you in the middle of the night?
Ugh, don't creep me out.
If you want to see something really scary, come look at these giant cockroaches.
Ew, that's so gross. I'm glad they can't get out.
Yeah, but there are still plenty of them crawling around outside on the streets and inside your walls.
I don't want to even think about that. It's getting dark. Let's go see the fireflies.
Good idea. This place is famous for them.
I came here with my family last year. It was such a beautiful sight.
The guide said we might also hear some cicadas singing.
Sounds perfect. Let's get ready to enjoy the show.
Okay, so we have Jeff and Lucy today. Jeff and Lucy are visiting an insect ecology center to discover more about the wonders of nature. We love to say this phrase, the wonders of nature.
对，自然的奇观奇景这样。他就说呢，他们两个呢，Jeff 跟 Lucy 呢，他去了这个昆虫生态馆。当然 ，insect 就是昆虫，那 ecology 就是生态，这两个字有一点难哦。然后他们为什么要去那边呢？他们要知道更多自然的奇景、自然的这个奇观。这 wonders 加 s， 因为很多的奇景嘛，对不对？世界的什么7大奇景，这个 wonder 有的时候是可以加 s 的。
You know, when I think about going to something like this, I want to see one where all the insects are alive.
要活着的。
Yeah. I mean, of course, to see some samples, you know, in a case and say, ooh, wow, this is interesting, and show you the little parts. But really, I want to see them alive. Have you ever seen, this is an ant farm. We call it an ant farm. 我们英文叫蚂蚁农场. But what it is it's a big glass wall, and the wall is only about that thick. Inside is sand, and you can see the ants you can see the whole ant hill.
Okay.
Things like that, like seeing what they do and how, that I think is so cool.
就那种展示的，其实台湾动物园也有啊，对不对？就是它就是一个小小的那个玻璃展示，然后你可以看到他们的那种下面的那个蚂蚁啊，他们是怎么盖他们的房子的。
Yeah.
台湾也有。
Insects are really interesting.
他们很聪明。
Yeah. So that's how Jeff and Lucy feel.
对。
Jeff says, wow, look at all these insects in the display cases. So a display case, if we display something, that means we're showing it.
展示。
So a display case is a box or some sort of case that's probably glass, so you can see through it to see things on display. A display case.
这感觉他们看的应该不是活的，对不对？如果是 display case
Yeah,
的话
display case, they wouldn't be alive.
对，就标本。他说：“哇，你看这一些昆虫，他们在这个展示箱里面看起来真的很漂亮。”
And now Lucy says, "Cool. The butterfly collection is amazing."
他就说：“哇，太酷了！”他说：“这个蝴蝶的这些收藏哦，就是他那个 collection 哦，他就是所有的这个蝴蝶放在同一个展示箱里面，哇，看起来真是太美了。”
Yeah, these are they're probably looking maybe at a wall with lots of different things on lots of different display cases all in the same place. So now Jeff says, it's hard to believe they all started out as tiny caterpillars. So here I think Lucy just said the butterflies are amazing, right? The butterfly collection. And so Jeff, he's talking about butterflies, which we know come from caterpillars.
毛毛虫这样子。
Yeah. So it's hard to believe these butterflies, they all started out as little teeny caterpillars.
对，他就说，哎，很难相信他们都是从那么小、那么微小到那个 tiny 就是比 small 再小，就那么小只那个毛毛虫啊，他们原本是从毛毛虫开始，started out as 一个身份嘛，对不对？好难相信他们就是这样长大，然后就变成那么漂亮的蝴蝶。
Yeah, it is pretty interesting. And Lucy says, I know. Yeah, this means I feel the same.
对，就是说啊，
Yeah,
就
I
是啊
know. Nature is truly incredible.
大自然真的是很奇妙，
Yeah.
很令人不敢相信。
I'm going to the dragonfly section over there. That I would do that too. I love
蜻蜓
dragonflies.
哦，真的假
Yeah,
的？
they're beautiful. They're amazing.
有不同颜色的啊，不同大小的啊，对，他就说，哎，那他就突然想到，哎，那我呢要去这个蜻蜓区哦，那他应该是有看到，他就说，哎，蜻蜓区在那边，那我要去那边蜻蜓区看一看。
And you know, dragonflies, not only are they beautiful, if you look at their wings, their eyes, everything, they're 一个非常美丽、非常复杂的小东西. You know, they're really crazy, and they don't bite people. They don't hurt people. They're just beautiful, doing their thing, and they kill mosquitoes.
他们有一个好处，就是他们帮你杀蚊子啦。
I think they eat the mosquito larvae when the mosquitoes are still.
当它还是那个小，它还没有那个变成蚊子的时候。
Yeah, so dragonflies are great. But she says, I'm going to the dragonfly section over there. Did you know they can fly in all directions, even backwards?
这个我不知道哎，很酷哎。他就说，你知道吗？他们可以就是各个方向的飞行哦，那甚至是往后飞，所以他们的飞行是很有弹性的。
Yeah. And I said backwards. You could say even backward.
有没有加 s 都可以。
Yeah, this is kind of a 个人习惯.
Forward,
Yeah.
forwards,
forwards,
都可以。
backwards. So, yeah, dragonflies can fly in any direction. It's pretty cool.
对。
So now Jeff says, really? I had no idea. I didn't know that.
真的假的？哎，我之前都不知道哎 ，had no idea。之前我以前都不知道哎。
Did you know?
I didn't until today.
I did, but only because I love dragonflies.
真的假的？我没有特别喜欢 dragonfly， 我觉得 butterflies 可以。然后或者是有一些爬虫，我觉得比较酷的，我比较熟。
Yeah. So there's lots of insects. And by the way, insects, we also, 比较口语, but we use it in books, is bugs. B-U-G. Bug. So an insect is a bug.
它是虫的一种。
Yeah.
因为昆虫嘛。
Yeah. So like, is a spider an insect?
No.
Good.
Spider 因为它有8只脚。
spider is what's called an arachnid. You don't have to remember that. It's not in our vocabulary, but we would also call a spider a bug.
哦，也是虫，但它不是
Yeah.
昆虫，因为脚的数量不一样。
Oh, good job.
还好，你考我。
So they're looking around, and Jeff says, "Oh no, I didn't know dragonflies fly backward." Oh, check out the size of this. He says, "Hey, check out the size of this moth. Look at the size of that. That's huge."
对，他就说：“还有，赶快来看！你看这只鹅超大只，那个鹅是飞的鹅，那两种鹅都会飞哦。它不是你可以吃那种鹅肉，它是那个鹅哈，飞蛾扑火那个鹅，超大只。因为台湾看到鹅都小小的，所以我们看到大只的时候都会觉得很惊讶。
Oh, in America they have one. It's called the moon moth, and they're huge.
大只的哦，你会怕的那一种哦。
They're like this big, and when you're driving at night,
哦，好可怕！他们朝你扑
you
过来
have to stop because it's the window. It's
哦，
terrible.
好可怕哦
I'm sorry, I shouldn't share that. But then he says, "Can you imagine? Can you think? Can you imagine that thing flying at you in the middle of the night?"
哦
Like you're out. That's the moon moth.
，Which one is scarier, cockroach or moth？ 你觉得蟑螂朝你飞比较恶，还是鹅朝你飞比较恶？
Oh, actually, cockroaches are much worse.
对啊。
But if you're outside at night and it's dark and you suddenly see this giant moth with a big fat body that looks, the body kind of looks like some of them, the body kind of looks like a little fat egg.
哦，很
And
像
it's just flying at you, you know?
它的身体是比较粗的
Yeah.
比较胖的，所以你会怕
Yeah.
那一种。它不是细细的哦，像蝴
No,
蝶那一
it's
种。
big.
所以大只的。他就说你可以想象，那 imagine 后面呢要加 ing 哦，你可以想象说那个东西，他在讲就是那个鹅晚上呢就朝你飞过来，你可以想象那有多可怕吗？
Like if you're riding a bike at night and suddenly this thing goes,
整个把你的脸
you know,
遮
you're like,
起来，
what was up?
好恶
Yeah, so can you imagine that?
哦。
And now Lucy says, "Ugh, don't creep me out."
对呀，干嘛？他说啊，你很恶你不要让我都起鸡皮疙瘩，你不要让我让我觉得恶心，好不好？你不要吓我。
Yeah, we can say, if we say something is creepy,
对，
that means 有一点可怕，有一点恶心。It's not just scary, it's
有点
also
恶
kind of ew.
讲有时候讲人啊，比如那个人啊
Yeah.
做一些奇怪的动作啊，creepy。
Yeah, so you can say a person is creepy, like somebody, you're on the MRT and somebody's like,
不要这样好吧？
Hi.
等一下就 creepy 啊。
hi,
对，这样就是那种
hi.
对
Okay.
这种就是 creepy。
Yeah, but creepy could also be scary, but kind of disgusting, okay?
对，
And so and we can say, don't creep me out.
不要吓我，
Yeah, like stop it.
对，不要弄了，
Ew,
很烦呢
stop it.
那种感觉哦。
And so Jeff says, ooh, if you want to see something really scary,
哦
come look at these giant cockroaches.
哦，好恶哦！他就说，如果你想要看真的很恶心的呢，来看这一些巨大的蟑螂。
But see, here he doesn't say 恶心, here he says scary.
啊，对，
So
很可怕。
他是
我
自己
把它
加
出来，
他自己加自己的意义。
对，对，你要像看恐怖的，不是恶心，很恐怖的东西。对，看蟑螂，台湾蟑螂还看不够吗？路上来看不够吗？
Well,
要去昆虫馆看。
there are some types of cockroaches that are bigger than Taiwanese
澳
cockroaches.
洲大蟑螂。
Also, also Moroccan ones. There's these kind that are like quite big and they're thick. They're like big around and they make sounds like
引起，但他们看起来不像蟑螂，对不对？他们看起来就比较
they're
接
a
近
little
别种
different.
虫，
A
对
little different than Taiwanese cockroaches are big and
，amazing，
disgusting.
对，超
Yeah.
肥的。
Yeah. But he says if you want to see something really scary, look at this giant cockroach.
哦
And we're going to take a break. Okay, looking now at part 2. we were just talking about big moon moths. And then Jeff said, oh, if you want to see something really scary, look at these giant cockroaches. Come and look. And now Lucy says, ew, that's so gross. This when we say, oh, that's gross, that means it's disgusting.
恶心，就真的是恶心。他说，哎呦，超恶心。
And we were looking earlier, they were looking at display cases, and it feels like, from the dialogue, it feels like these are display cases
对
with dead insects.
对，感觉好像是标本比较
Yeah,
多。
it feels like that kind of display case. But these cockroaches are live.
哦，更可怕。
Because he says, come look at these giant ones. She said, ew, that's so gross. And then she says, I'm glad they can't get out.
哦，所以可能那一些蟑螂是活的哦，是活体。他就说，
Yeah.
还好他们跑不出来，还好有箱子关着。
So are these ones they're looking at dead or alive? Right now, we're not sure, but if she says, I'm glad they can't get out, it sounds like they're alive. But Jeff, of course, I think Jeff here, he's just being a guy, he's just being a boy.
对，
These are things that guys say.
对，男生就在那边玩呐、自以为幽默，对不对？闹
Yeah,
着
or 我觉得我们的个性就是这么怪。
对，就是有的时候很欠揍。
Because Jeff she said, oh, I'm glad they can't get out. But Jeff says, yeah, but there are still plenty of them crawling around outside on the streets and inside your walls.
真的，干嘛讲这个
He？ said, this just means, yeah, but there's still lots of them crawling around on the street and in your house, inside your walls.
对，所以不用去昆虫馆看了哈，家里随时都有。对，他就说，对呀、但你知道吗？虽然他们这些跑不出来了，但是你知道吗？还有更多在路上 crawling 就在路上爬，或者是路上没有看到，哎，你可能睡觉那个墙跟墙中间的那个夹缝也会有蟑螂哦，你不知道而已。你睡觉的时候还没跑出来，跑到你脸上。
Have you ever bought the little fake cockroaches?
没有，那好恶哦。
They have little fake cockroaches that look real.
对，假蟑
Have
螂
you。seen those?
国中、高中很多人喜欢买啊。
Yeah, and some older people too. April Fools.
哦，4月那个愚人节。
Yeah, for April Fools, I bought a couple,
你很
and
无聊。
my room. Of course, I washed them and cleaned them
有
really
洗
well.
过。
Okay, even though they're fake, I still wash them because my roommate was cooking dinner and he made rice,
嗯哼。
and I put them in the rice.
哎
So the first thing he did, he opened the rice cooker
嗯哼。
and he just screamed.
啊，真的假
He
的？尖
screamed like a
叫。
little girl. He's like, "Ah!" And I'm like, what?
你很缺德，他把它放在那个
很假
饭锅里面。
Yeah. And he was mad at me.
还好你有洗，很恶。我觉得他在吃饭的时候都会想那只蟑螂，他可能就没胃口了。
Yeah. So he's like, ah! And it was April Fool's. 是愚人节. So anyway, I got him. But here, Jeff says, oh, they're crawling everywhere. And Lucy says, I don't want to even think about that.
哦
She could say, I don't want to think about that.
哦，
But even is kind of to like
强调。
exaggerate that, like emphasize
对
is that. And she just, that's a 强调,
对
right? I don't even want to think about that, okay?
对
Just stop it.
我连想我都不想想，想到就想吐这样子哦，太可怕了。
Oh, it's getting dark. Let's go see the fireflies.
啊，这里还刚好搭配哦，就说，
Yeah.
哎，天色快暗了，那我们来看萤火虫。
Oh, now these are cool.
萤火虫
Fireflies?
我们家就有，
Oh, that's cool.
因为我们家住在乡下就有。
You live in central Taiwan.
对，
Like in the
台中
Taichung area, right?
对，所以我们家后院就是每年就是夏天都会有萤火
In the
虫。
Nantou area? Or
没有
just-
那么
没有那么里面。
台中啦，就是
台中，
对，是正常
台中山上。
台中，
Oh, beautiful areas.
真的。
So let's go see the fireflies. And Jeff says, good idea. This place is famous for them.
啊，他说呢，好主意哦。他说这个昆虫馆哦，它就是因为那个萤火虫很多或者萤火虫很特别而闻名哦。Be famous 后面要接 for。
And it's getting dark, so they're going to see live fireflies.
对，就很漂亮。
Yeah. And then Lucy says, I came here with my family last year. It was such a beautiful sight.
他说，其实去年呢，我就跟我的家人一起来了哈。当时看到这个景象真的是非常非常的漂亮。
Yeah. So she saw the live fireflies at night with her family last year. And Jeff says the guide said we might also hear some cicadas singing. You might hear cicada, you might hear cicada. They're both okay.
两个发音都可以哦，那个蝉两个发音都可以。对，
Yeah.
那这个 guide 就是导览员。好，这个导览员呢也说了哈，我们可能呢还可以听到就是有蝉在鸣叫、在鸣唱的声音哦。Here 后面加 ing 或者是原形都可以，这个我们家附近也有，不稀奇。
And if there's just a few and you're hearing that at night with frogs, and I think that actually sounds really peaceful. Some people think it's just noise.
很大声、很多只的时候，超可怕。
Oh, yeah. If there's too many, it's just loud.
对
right?
只是很大声哦，很吵。
But he said, oh, maybe we can hear some. The guide said we might hear some cicadas singing. And
对
Lucy says, sounds perfect. Let's get ready to enjoy the show.
对，听起来很完美哦。我们现在还要准备一下，等一下呢就可以来欣赏这个蝉跟萤火虫带来这个很好的这个夏季的飨宴。
Of course, this is not a show like a 表演,
对对
right?
对，
This is just, we're going to see a nighttime show from nature.
对，自然的表演哦。
Yeah.
对。
All right, that is all the time we have for today. So I don't really want to go look at cockroaches, but we could go check out fireflies.
And butterflies.
And butterflies. Yeah. And maybe hear some cicadas. Yeah, sounds nice. We'll see you next time.
拜拜。